Hi gang, it's me again. I'm sorry about the gap between updates. I've been pretty busy here. Italy. I actually drove to France for a little while. That was cool. Yeah, so there's only about a month or two more in Italy, and then Sam and I should be back to our regular updates. Until then, I figured I'd do a review for you guys of the movie Megamind, starring Will Ferrell, Tina Fey, Jonah Hill, Brad Pitt, and I think Ben Stiller was in it for a little while, voicing a character who had like 3 lines. So I'm not sure if having him starring in it is accurate. But, okay, I want to just put this out there. When I saw this movie, I was coming in with like such low expectations you wouldn't believe. I mean, for those of you who follow our site, you read my thing about parody superheroes, and from the trailers, it looked like that's what we were getting. This was actually a really well done movie, for the most part. For the most part. Like, it was in the same ballpark as How to Train Your Dragon, but with much, much worse seeds. It, it's, uh, it's actually a fairly good deconstruction of the Silver Age mentality. You know, basic Lex Luthor character versus Superman character. And I like that. I like how they managed to do these tropes without vilifying the superhero, which is something you see all the time. And it was a really engaging movie. That being said, there is some rough patches. A lot of the humor there, I know it's not intended for older nerds who'd be coming to see this, but for kids. But even then, I think it's sophomoric in a way I think adults think. What's a better way of phrasing this? There are things that adults think that kids think are funny that kids don't actually think are funny. And I feel like this movie kind of relied on that a lot. Granted, when I was a kid, I didn't find those sort of things funny. Maybe there are kids out there who do, but it's just really, really dumb humor. Oh, David Cross. I forgot. Did I forget David Cross? I think I forgot David Cross. He's in it. Totally unexpected. Very funny. He plays the minion fish sidekick thing. Yeah, it's a very good deconstruction. We follow the main character, Megamind, as he grows up. It's played by Will Ferrell, who I'm very about normally. Like, I have liked some of his movies, but most of them are But anyway, so we follow him, basic Krypton ripoff story with him and Brad Pitt's character, Metro Man. They both land on Earth. They have kind of similar upbringings, except, Will Ferrell's evil. He crashes into a prison raised by inmates, etc., etc. Yeah, so we see them as adults, and they're already kind of, like, they've done this a lot, you can tell. They've, Will Ferrell's attacking the city, he's interrupting some I think it's a museum dedication, anyway. And from all of the characters' interactions, you can tell they're kind of old. Warning, spoilers. So the plot starts out turning into kind of a wanted thing where Will Ferrell accidentally kills Brad Pitt. Megamind accidentally kills, what's-his-face, Metro Man. And it's all, okay, winning is really, really boring. But, of course, being a kid's movie, he doesn't go on the whole rape and kill everyone like Wanted did. Wanted the comic book. I didn't see Wanted the movie, but I heard that it just cut all of that out. Yeah. So anyway, and it kind of goes from a Wanted thing to he makes a new superhero out of Jonah Hill, so that he has someone to fight against. Meanwhile, kind of developing this relationship with Tina Fey's Lois Lane ripoff character, Roxy. While doing this, he's disguised as someone else. So we get a kind of cool, Silver Age secret identity thing going on there. The plot turns from Wanted to Incorruptible, the Irredeemable spinoff. It's a comic book about a supervillain who has to become a hero when the world's main superhero goes totally nuts. The story of the main superhero going nuts is in Irredeemable. Incorruptible follows the supervillain. It's actually a pretty good book. Both of them are. Yeah. So, anyway, Jonah Hill's super character goes nuts and starts, attacking everyone and being generally a douche, a super villain. And it's all about the villain and the Lois Lane character working together to figure out how to bring him down. Once again, big spoiler here, Brad Pitt's character isn't actually dead, and he gets this cool kind of introspective speech about how he's sick of always having to play the hero, how there's this, all these expectations, and it's actually a fairly legitimate point. They do a pretty good job with it, and then they ruin it with, he wants to be a musician and he's terrible, blah, 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 whatever. So he faked his own death. He kind of appears later. There's this very interesting dynamic between the three characters. The Lois Lane homage, the Lex Luthor homage, the Superman homage. They're all friends. They all get that this is like a game they're playing in their own special way, which I like. I think it's kind of a cool deconstruction thing. My only two big complaints are I guess three big complaints. What I said before, with the whole overly sophomoric humor. The way Tina Fey's character Roxy looks, I don't know. It was so creepy the whole movie, and they did a really good job making everyone else getting them out of the uncanny valley of 3D animated people faces. She freaked me out the whole movie. Anyway, and the fact that they end with a dance scene, which, in my opinion, is the worst way you can end a movie. It's always terrible. It's always bad. Musical numbers, on the other hand, I'm all for. But, this is a little pet peeve of mine. I don't think it ruined the plot or anything. It doesn't bother me that much, but the fact that they had an all-celebrity cast, there's so many good voice actors out there, and I really don't think a lot of people are going to go to, Megamind or whatever because it's a Will Ferrell movie. So you might as well just cast voice actors who are good at their jobs. Not that they didn't do a good job here, but, just saying. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Megamind. I think it's worth a see. It's a pretty good movie. It's good. It's good for nerds, and it's good for people who aren't really into the whole superhero thing that much. Yeah. Also thought I'd throw this in there. I saw the new Resident Evil movie. I'm not going to go into a whole thing about it, but what is the point of making the whole first 15 minutes of the movie was just undoing everything in the third movie? Let's take away her army of clones. Let's take away her superpowers. Why did you even make the third movie if you're just going to make everything about it disappear? Yeah, fourth Resident Evil movie was stupid. Also, once again, side note, I don't actually get comic books here, but I have been following the forums around a bit. And I just want to say this. Dakin and Mystique should totally become a couple, because that would be awesome. But, God, I saw that on the playback screen. It looked kind of creepy. So, yes. I'll see you guys later, hopefully with a better update. Just thought I'd let you know that we're still alive and kicking, and we're going to be more alive and more kicky when I get back from Italy. So, yeah. See ya.